everybody, and welcome to Oakdale, Minnesota, Tartan Arena. Tonight, the Pioneers from Hill Murray are in town to take on your Tartan Titans. Alongside Luke Howitt, I'm Jeff Brand. Glad to have you with us.
Should be a heck of a game tonight. Early conference game in the season here as we take a look at those Metro East standings. Hill Murray sitting on top, 3-0 in the conference, 6-2-0 overall. Tartan down at the bottom, 1-3 in the conference with a 4-4 overall record. This could have some big implications early on in the season, Jeb.
Absolutely. Tartan looking to creep up the standings there as we take a look at tonight's matchup. The Pioneers come in with a strong penalty kill at 80% thus far.
Their penalty kill has been strong, Jeb, but they've been outscored by opponents 8-7 thus far in the first period. They're going to want to turn that around tonight. They do rank 11th in Class A according to Let's Play Hockey, and they are on a 5-game win streak, 3 in the conference.
On the other side, the Titans with also a strong penalty kill. Both teams very offensive early into the young season.
Well, they certainly have been, Jeb. If you take a look, total goals, Tartan's got 32 at this point, Hill Murray 31, so no offensive slouches either side. They've both been putting that biscuit in the net. See if that can continue tonight. The last state tournament appearance for those Titans was back in 05. They're looking to get back there in 2015.
Both teams looking to make their way back down to the XL Center this March. And they look to from leadership from junior forward for the Pioneers, number 22, Marco Riefenberger, a player to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Jeb. He has been outstanding thus far. He's got 5 goals and 5 assists, 10 points in only 8 games, including a 5-point tally back on December 19th in an 8-1 win over the North Polars.
And if the Titans are to make it back to the XL, it's going to rely heavily on the shoulders of senior forward, number 14, Nate Reddy.
Well, right you are on that, Jeb. He's got 15 points already on the season. He's tallied 6 goals and 9 assists thus far. He's scored in all but 1 game this season, so they're going to want to lean on him early and often, see if they can't get the Titans out to an early lead.
Spoke with both head coaches earlier tonight about some keys to the game. First off, Coach Bill Lechner said they need to come out and start out fast. They're playing in the home arena of the Titans, which is always tough, so to get out to a quick start. Secondly, keep it simple. Don't try to be too cute. Stick to their game. And then lastly, get pucks deep in behind the defense of the Titans and go let that offense do what they do best, Luke. On the other side, keys to the game from head coach Steve Romnichuk of the Titans.
Yeah, I did chat with Steve, and first and foremost, they want strong goaltending. You know, this Hill Murray's got a strong offense. They need to get some strong goaltending, especially early on, settle them down, get some momentum for that Titans squad. Second half, they want to shut down that neutral zone. Hill's obviously a very balanced offense. They're very good with the pucks. They want to make sure they shut down that neutral zone, not leave too much open. Third, they want to have a strong forecheck. That's a big part of the game tonight for the Titans. So we'll see how it unfolds here tonight, Jeb.
Should be a good one. We'll be back after this. The Pioneers, the Titans, face-offs next.
Community media, from my point of view, is organic.
It's power.
Public access to me gives me an opportunity to get my word out to the larger community of the town that I can't get to on my own.
This is good programming. This is what people say, well, how come they don't ever write anything good in the news, right? This is the good news.
What we're doing is critical, it's important. We have to stay energized and motivated to do this work in our community, but understand that our real mission is to hold up our part as we encourage others to hold up their part around the planet.
Welcome back to Tartan Arena as we get set here tonight between the Pioneers and the Titans. Luke, should be a good one tonight.
Well, certainly should. We touched on it in the pregame. Early conference battle between two teams with not a lot of love lost for each other, if you will. next door neighbors looking at a street fight tonight.
Absolutely, that it should be. And looking to start here as we take a look at the netminders for the Titans. The senior captain, number 29, Julius Husett, gets the go tonight for the Titans.
He's been very strong between those posts, and they're going to need him to be just that tonight, Jeb.
On the other side for the Pioneers, they're going to go with junior goaltender John Egger. Generally, Bagley sees a lot of the action, but tonight Egger gets the call.
We'll see what the juniors got. They have been rotating the goalies early on here. And this is a big spot for Egger to bounce back and lead those Pioneers to a win tonight.
Take a look at the coaches for the Pioneers. Head coach Bill Lechner, assistant, and also works with the goalies, Tony Ciro. As we get underway here, the Titans start out with it out of their own end up through center. And now onto the tape of the Pioneers through the neutral zone here. Titans have to touch up as they were in offsides. Now on the other side for the Pioneers, Peterson has the puck stripped away. Now Brock Bremer tries to get it in deep. Neutral zone was talked about by the head coach of the Titans and how they need to shut the Pioneers down from getting into that neutral zone.
Yeah, and good start there for the Titans. Very congested in that neutral zone.
First shot by Reddy is easily steered clear by Egger. And now the Pioneers, Mills in deep. Mills into the corner down behind the net. Looking to set it up. He goes out front there, and a big save early on. Husett is tested and answers the call.
Oh, big opportunity early for Brock Bremer. Just couldn't quite finish it off.
The other way now, Sontag gets it deep for the Pioneers. Hill Murray unable to hold the zone. And now Sontag again sends it in down behind the net. Back to play it is Reether for the Titans. Comes all the way back. Sontag holds the zone. This one is up and into the netting. We have our first stoppage in play.
Well, pretty quick pace for this one, Jeb. Both teams coming out and locking down that neutral zone. A couple shots either way, but nothing to chalk on that scoreboard.
You touched on it. Great pace to start here in the opening couple of minutes. Both teams testing the netminders early, and both goalies answering the call. Back underway here. Pioneers from the corner now look to set up. And it's put onto the tape there of Helgeson, just a freshman. Out front shot wide of the net. Now after it is Betts for the Titans as he reverses. Poganski tied up in his own corner. And now Helgeson from out of the corner tries to center, just off the mark there. And the Titans back the other way. Betts hard into the zone, down into the corner. As Breezy is all over him. Dan Betts sends it down and around. Now Bolin from the half wall has it knocked off, and the Pioneers through center. Sent in there by Rinaldo, and the Pioneers will change. Back to play it for the Titans is Jordan Thompson. Thompson reverses. Now Toll flips it up through center. Petronik sends it back in the length of the ice. Now Toll, touch pass there. Now hard into the zone is Steinberg, and puck's flipped up and out of play. And we get another stoppage here. 14:21 left to play, first period. The Pioneers, the Titans. Alongside Luke Howitt, I'm Jeb Brand. Should be a fun Metro East showdown tonight.
It absolutely should be, Jeb. We've had a good start. Both sides coming out firing.
Faceoffs won by the Pioneers, cleared up through center. 2-on-1 opportunity here. Bobolith sends it over, tried to go back to him. Great back checking there by the Titans. And now they come in hard into the Pioneer zone, sent out front, never made its way in on Egger. And now the Pioneers through center, sent in deep by Petronik. Pioneers change, and the Titans look to clear their zone.
Well, big opportunity on that 2-on-1. Nice defense by the Titans, and I think maybe one too many passes from the Pioneers.
Puck up through center now. Titans trying to clear the zone. Heavy forecheck. Now Bramer for the Pioneers. Shot right on. Steered aside nicely by Husett. The first real good look tonight for either squad. And Husett was there to shut him down.
He looks comfortable early, Jeb.
Dylan Mills for the Pioneers down into the corner, leaves it for Bremer. Back to the point, just off the mark there, but held in nicely by the Pioneer defense. And now Bremer on the half wall. Tries to go low, it's turned over there, and now sent to the far side. CJ Acker now through center. Ready stayed up there by Ryan. Now the Titans turn it over in the offensive zone. Bremer takes a heavy hit on the half wall there by Virtruba. Now the Titans through center and sent back in length of the ice by Peterson for the Pioneers. Lindahl for the Titans in the corner. Pioneers with a good forecheck thus far. Titans haven't been able to get a whole lot of offense created, but Husett's been solid thus far.
He certainly has, Joe. Like you said, not too many big opportunities either way, but when they presented themselves, Husett's been ready for the task.
Offensive face-off now for the Titans as the puck was played with a hand pass by the Pioneers. Bolin.
I think these offensive zone face-offs will be big for the Titans if they want to get some offense going here.
Neubauer wins it for the Pioneers as they look to clear the zone. Back to play it now is Sontag. He goes D to D with Breezy, who plays it up through center. And nicely turned back around there by Poganski for the Titans. Sontag plays it up the half wall now. Rinaldo up through. And now Derek Breezy will send it in deep. Pioneers with some quick shifts early on here. Fresh legs for both sides. They've had a little bit more of jump in their step thus far. Back for the Titans here is Poganski. Pass off the mark through center. And now the Titans send it in deep and give chase. Hard into the zone was Henderson. Puck's turned over there. And Ware battles in the corner. Good forecheck there by Ben and Ware. Now out of the corner, it's played up through center. Near turnover there, but just out of the reach of Hurley. Now Hurley battles in the corner. Two Titans on him.
Great forecheck from Hurley there.
Sent up through center, now for the Pioneers. Quas sends it in deep. Back to play it for the Titans is Wyatt Toll. Now they go rink side, no one there. The Pioneers turn right back in as Petronik sends it deep. Up through center, just out of the reach for Acker, as the Titans nearly had a 2-on-1. Good step up there by Sam Lindahl as he took Dylan Mills off the puck. Now it's sent in deep by Toll. Reddy sends it down to Acker, back to Reddy. Tried to center, was in the skates of Reifenberger. Titans hold the zone. And now Reddy out of the corner. One of our key players to watch. Reddy tries to center. And right there to cover up with the goaltender, Egger.
Well, a little bit of action in front of the net. Egger hasn't had a whole lot, but he covers that one up and shuts it down before anything could happen for the Titans.
You know, Luke, we talked about him. We take another look here as Reddy, very comfortable with the puck. Not a big guy by any means either. Only comes in at 5'8", 162 pounds.
But absolutely, you're right, Jeb. Not a big guy at all, but he is very crafty with his hands and is a smart hockey player.
That he is. Back at it here now, back to play it for the Pioneers is Sean Ryan. Aaron pass here, Titans with an opportunity, shot right on, but Egger was there to make the save.
Yeah, I'm guessing Lechner's going to have a word or two with Ryan on that one. You don't want to be doing that in your own zone.
Absolutely not. A turnover there led to the offensive opportunity for the junior Schramer. But easily gloved by Egger, and it remains 0-0 here in the opening period. The Titans and the Pioneers from Tartan Arena. Up through center, bounced around a bit. Now they're able to clear, back to play it for the Pioneers. This is Peterson. Peterson has his pass tipped away, and now the Titans through neutral zone. Gain the zone. Got to dump it deep. It's held in there nicely. Now the puck goes the length of the ice. Now icing is called off. Back the other way for the Titans as they gain the zone. Now turned over here, an opportunity. Kyler Yo for the Pioneers. Drops, no shot on the net there. The Titans have done a great job back checking thus far. Now with speed into the zone. Henderson sends it around. And on the half wall, and Ware battles. Shot from the point, steered aside by Egger. All the way out through neutral. And Poganski for the Titans rings it around. Now Ware battles on the side. Back out of their own zone, sent up off the glass. And Ware gets it deep, and the Titans will change. Sontag up ahead, just off the mark for Bobolowitz. But Bremer is there. Bremer sends it all the way around. Sontag's there to hold the zone, but it's cleared out by Reddy for the Titans. Now offsides is called here as Brock Bremer was hit with the puck. Face-off will come to center. Well, Luke, good flow thus far here, halfway through the first period. Scoreless game between the Pioneers and the Titans.
We have had very good flow, Jeb. Not much doing as far as offense goes, but it's been back and forth up and down the ice. See if something gives in the last 8 minutes here.
Yeah, kind of like a boxing match. Both teams feeling each other out at neutral zone. Some strong neutral zone play as Reifenberger fires one high just over the net. That puck nearly found itself just over the shoulder of Husett.
That was a dangerous shot there.
Shot right on there as Reifenberger from the top of the circle, and Husett covers up for the Titans. Faceoff will come just to the right.
And a good job by that Titans defense, Jeb. Making it easy for Husett to see that. No rebound opportunity for the Pioneers.
That's one of the things the head coach of the Titans, Mr. Romnichuk, spoke about, was strong goaltending in order to stay in this game, and thus far his senior netminder has been good.
He's been very crisp.
Now the Titans gain the zone. They send one in just wide of the net. Pioneers up through center. Reddy's there. Good transition there by the Titans. In after it hard is C.J. Acker. Is Acker and Lindahl, first two on the puck. Lindahl has it stripped away by Reifenberger. Now Ryan up ahead onto the stick of Mills. Good hip check to slow down Mills. Titans ring it around. Able to hold the zone there. A nice defensive play. I should say offensive play by the Pioneers.
Great play by Quast keeping that in.
Bremer through neutral. Gets it onto the stick of Helgeson, but he's unable to gain the zone. And now the Titans look to regroup. Out of his own end, Connor Brass sends it rink wide. Now Reither tries to get it deep, unable, back the other way for the Pioneers. Into the corner is sent all the way out, but unable to hold on to it there was Petronik as he regroups.
It looked like they were going to have a good opportunity there, Jeb, but a rolling puck squandered those hopes.
Rinaldo hard in with a shot. Steered aside nicely there by Husett. Good opportunity for the Pioneers, but once again, Husett was there to answer. Now Pioneers go D to D and up through neutral. Stepped up nicely and sent into the corner by Sam Poganski. Turnover here by Egger. And this leaves the puck on the stick of Dan Betts. Now up through center, Pioneers send it in and change. Back to play it for the Titans is Poganski as he looks to head man. Now hard into the zone here is Steinberg. He's definitely got some size on him. Nick Steinberg, 6'3", 196 pounds.
That's a real load there, Jeb.
Up through center, the Pioneers play it. Titans try to turn it back. Steinberg on the half wall, battles there. The Pioneers look to gain the zone. Steinberg again, unable to hold it there. It comes all the way back out. Toll goes D to D, and then it's sent in. Titans will get a change. Now the Pioneers, Peterson. Peterson through center. Nice defensive play there by Thompson to knock the puck off of the stick there of Hurley as he had speed coming through the neutral zone. Now up through center, just off the mark for Reddy. Pioneers play it all the way back down. And the Titans from their own end through center. And this one will go for icing as Acker was unable to get a stick on it.
Well, still nothing given here either way. A couple opportunities for the Pioneers, but Huset's been there. One just trickled wide on that last opportunity, but he's been stellar thus far, which is exactly what they needed.
Absolutely. If you're the head coach of the Titans or anyone on that staff, you got to be happy with the way your team has played thus far.
You certainly do. 0-0. Goaltender's been good, and a couple opportunities themselves. They've been right in this game, Jeb, and they certainly have a big opportunity in this first period here at a 0-0 game.
Reddy's shot is deflected up and into the netting behind the goaltender, so faceoff will come to the left of John Egger. On the other side, if you're the Pioneers, you know that you've got a target on your back, especially in a conference game, but really any game. Such a decorated history that the Pioneers have, especially in the sport of hockey.
That's right. They are definitely the hunted in this conference, which perennial team. You know, they go to state quite often, so Titans want to change those tides starting tonight.
That's right. Sent down a length of the ice by Mills as he gives a forecheck just off the mark. Now the Titans look to break out through center. Acker with speed trying to get around Breezy. C.J. Acker, a nice shot there as they look to center, but Ryan was there and shut the door. This first line for the Titans has had the best looks thus far. Unable to get a shot off there, but Reddy's able to turn the puck over off Reifenberger. Now the Pioneers, Reifenberger finds the puck on his stick, tries to center for Bramer just behind him. Back the other way for the Titans with speed is Nick Bolin. Bolin leaves it there, shot from the half wall, easily steered aside by Egger. Now Mills battles. And behind the net for the Titans is Betts. Betts sends it back to the point. Turned over there, Brock Bramer with speed, but a good back check by the Titans. Shot right on, and it hits Huset and then into the netting. Good opportunity for the Pioneers, but a better back check by the Titans.
Yeah, it certainly was. Looked like Bremer was going to have a breakaway here as we take another peek, but nice job getting back defensively by the Titans. Still got a good opportunity on net, but again, Huset there, up to the task, Jeb.
Dalton Reether was the defenseman that closed down the space between Bramer and Huset. Forced Bramer to take kind of a off-angle shot, so to say, and easily steered aside by Huset. Puck comes all the way down now, back to play it for the Pioneers as they break out through center. It's turned over there. Opportunity one-on-one here. Titan shot right on, and Egger's there to make the save. A good look for Dan Betts, but Egger answers the call.
Big save by Egger there as we take another peek here. Came out and cut down that angle, didn't give the shooter much, and gobble up that rebound.
Face off won by the Pioneers now as they come through center. Turned over there. And now sent down the length of the ice by Peterson. And the Titans back through center. Rinaldo with some nifty stick handling as he had Henderson all over him there. Was able to pull it back. Pass off the mark. This will go the length of the ice for icing. Just under 2 minutes left to play in the opening period. Scoreless game between the Titans and the Pioneers. Shots thus far, the Titans have the edge at 6-4.
I think they got to be pretty happy with that, Jeb. Only 4 shots allowed to the Pioneers.
A lot of the play has been in that neutral zone, and that's one of the key things that Romnichuk had spoke about in the pregame.
They've definitely been listening because they're doing a nice job shutting down that neutral zone and not giving the Pioneers much space breaking out.
Now up through center with speed is Bauman, as his shot is deflected into the corner. Now puck's tied up in the corner as both teams battle, and out with it is Steinberg. Steinberg flips it up through center, and Peterson for the Pioneers headmans the puck. Boblowitz is hit hard in the corner by the big defenseman Connor Brass. Now Lindahl on the half wall sends it up through center, just off the mark for Reddy. And back to play as Brass headmans up to Acker. It's turned over there. Peterson for the Pioneers. All the way back to Brass. Brass just off the mark for Acker. Just under 30 seconds left here to play in the first period. Scoreless game thus far. Brock Bremer takes a heavy hit by Vitruba. Now the Titans send it up through center. Acker unable to hold on to it as he battles in the corner. Lindahl keeps it low. Now Lindahl from behind the net, sent out front, just off the mark for Reddy. Dylan Mills with speed. Less than 10 seconds left. Mills centers to Bremer. Weak shot off, easily held on by Husett, and that'll just about do it for the opening period.
Important face-off here, Jeb. 3 seconds to go. Pioneers can win this. They can certainly get a shot, and they're going to actually take Egger out and get an extra man out there here, Jeb, with only 2.9 to go in the first stanza here.
Veteran call by the head coach of the Pioneers, Mr. Bill Lechner.
He's been around for a while, Jeb.
Been here a time or two, to say the least. 2.9 seconds left here in the opening period. Face-offs won by Lindahl of the Titans. A nice job tying up in his own end. So after one scoreless hockey game here from Tartan Arena between the Pioneers and the Titans, we'll be back with our second period after this.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Now welcome back as we get set to start the second period. You see the senior goaltender Julius Husett there early in the frame. He's been solid thus far, Luke. Faced only 4 shots, but managed to save them all thus far.
No, he's been good when needed.
As we get back at it here, Bramer on the half wall. Ooh, trickled in there. Just about caught John Egger off balance, but able to get the paddle down, make the save, and he covers up. Face-off will come just to the left of Husett, or excuse me, Egger.
Yeah, Egger was sharp there. Those early period trickles like that can be tricky for a tender sometimes, Jeb. So nice job getting the stick in front of the puck there.
Puck trickles out, unable to hold the zone where the Titans, so offside is called, and the
Titan fan shows their displeasure with that one, Jeb. They thought it stayed in the zone.
Sam Lindahl unable to hold the zone, not too happy with the call, but nevertheless comes right outside of the Pioneer zone, right off the draw, over the stick of Reddy, and played up through center and back to play it. There are the Titans. Lindahl tries to tip, bounced around there. Now Bremer one-on-one, and a great defensive play there by Vertruba.
We're going to have an elbow coming up here, Jeb.
I'm not too happy with that call, Luke. I thought that was a fantastic defensive play at the blue line. And the fact that Bremer is such a short player, I think Vertruba, actually, I don't know who took the...
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're calling it on that hit on Bremer or not, but the hit on Bremer certainly looked good to me, Jeb. Might have been something out of the play there, but couldn't really tell unless we get another peek here.
I think you're right. Initially, I thought they called it on Vertruba, but nevertheless, the Pioneers go on the power play here early into the second period as they look to set up. Puck sent around and now sent down in the corner by Petronic. Breezy at the top, plays catch with Petronic. And now on the half wall is Helgeson as he goes down low. They switch places. Rinaldo now the puck handler, and Helgeson down to Rinaldo. And now down out of the corner again is Helgeson as he brings it up top. Breezy and Helgeson play catch. Switch places there. Shot all the way on and easily held on there by Husett.
Petronic's got to keep that shot down, especially on a power play. You want to get those low shots, look for some rebounds and traffic in front of that net.
Absolutely easy save there by Husett.
We saw that one all the way, Jeb.
Face-off now comes to the left of Husett. It's won by the Pioneers and held in there. Back to play it is Dylan Mills as him and Brass tie up. Sent around, ready on the half wall. Held in nicely there by the Pioneers, Peterson. Peterson sends one in, tipped out front. And now Bremer on the half wall. Him and Mills switch places. Bremer goes low. Reifenberger's tied up there. Bounced around, and now Acker is able to clear the zone. But Sean Ryan carries in. Ryan down behind the Titan net, gives it to Reifenberger. Reifenberger up top, Peterson over to Bremer. Now Bremer up top, shot right on. And once again, Husett able to make the save. Sean Ryan had his shot deflected on the way in, and Husett seen it the whole way in.
Yeah, real clean pocket for Husett there. No traffic in front again. I think they got to start getting bodies in front of that netminder, creating a little havoc on him in front.
Face-off comes to the right of Husett. Reifenberger. Now the puck comes back to Ryan.
Nifty
Ryan.
stick work, keeping that in there, Joe.
Bremer down into the corner. Reifenberger back to Bremer. Up top to Ryan. Bremer unable to find a lane. Reifenberger leaves it for Bremer. Shot right on. Saved there by Husett. Titans are now back at full strength. A nice job killing the game's first penalty.
Yeah, that's got to be a big momentum boost for the Titans, killing that off.
Call there, no call there, I should say, as Bremer was hit hard into the corner. Play goes on. It's sent in by Ryan all the way around. Mills is there to play it. Now back for the Titans is Reither as he sends it up the side for Betts. Ryan from the key, tipped aside by Husett. Pioneers here with some early offense, and a shot is deflected up into the netting, and we get a stoppage in play.
Well, Hail Murray turning up the pressure a little bit here, Jeb, but still not much for opportunities. Everything's been in clear sight of Husett, who's been up to the task.
I'm sure head coach Bill Lechner had a swift talking with the squad, and you know, anytime you're at the top of the division, you're playing someone that's currently at the bottom of the division. It's maybe sometimes a little hard to get up for the game, even though you know that your opponent is psyched and ready to go.
Well, we all know that's true, Jeb, and you know, the longer this game goes on where Tartan keeps it close, they're going to keep gaining some confidence. And that's a dangerous thing.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Now through center, Rinaldo with speed, and a beautiful defensive play there by Jordan Thompson, the defenseman for the Titans. Puck's played down into the corner. This is Toll, takes a heavy hit by Rinaldo, and the Titans are able to clear. Betts through center, just off the mark, and this one will go called off on the icing.
I'm not sure on that one why they waved that one off.
Titans turn it over. They've got numbers here. Betts on the half wall, tries to make his way in. It's played to the corner by Ryan. And now Ryan turns it over. And down behind the net for the Titans. Turned back around, off angle shot is tipped up and into the netting by Egger. Face off will stay in the zone just to the right of John Egger.
Well, not a bad opportunity for the Titans there. He had Egger down and wasn't quite sure where the puck was, but like he was able to get a little bit on it and deflect that out of play here.
Steinberg will take the face-off up against Bremer. It's won by the Titans, played back to the point. Held in there and sent all the way around. Down behind the net is Henderson as he's tied up there with Quast. As they battle in the corner, the Titans come away with it. From the half wall, it's sent in. And now the Pioneers unable to clear the zone. And now are able to. Sent in there by the Pioneers. Now on the half wall, the puck's tied up by Yo. Sent out front, comes all the way back to Quast. He plays it over to Petronik. Petronik sends it into the corner. Yo has it knocked off his stick. And now from the half wall, Quast holds the zone. Turnover here is Yo from the half wall, sends it back to Quast. And now the Titans are able to clear the zone. Through center with speed. Sent into the corner. Steinberg from behind the Pioneer net. Left there for Reddy. Now Reddy to Acker. Acker tries to go down to Steinberg as he was getting off for a change. Held in nicely there by Poganski, but now the puck sent the length of the ice. Icing's called off. Back the other way. Lindahl nearly turned it over. Sent in by the Pioneers. Back to play it for the Titans is Reether up through center. Bounced around here, an opportunity for Lindahl. He tried to make one extra move. And Austin Peterson with a nice defensive play.
Great back check by Austin Peterson to eliminate that threat.
Reither tied up behind his own net. And now out come the Pioneers through center. Knocked away there. It's held at the line. Back behind, right through the crease. I don't think Husett ever seen it. No Pioneers out front to capitalize. Now the Titans look a bit fatigued as Lindahl sends it up through center onto the stick of Reddy. Reddy unable to make a move around Peterson. Bramer is offside at the last second. He might pick up a penalty, Luke.
Well, it's kind of a bang-bang play. I don't think you can fault him there. It was a quick whistle, and I'm not so sure that was the right call there, Jeb. It was awfully close.
If we can take another look at it, we will. You see here a nice defensive play by Peterson.
He's been outstanding. And this pass looked like it was going to be a beaut. Yeah, hard to tell on that angle if he was off, but he might have been just ahead of the play there, Jeb.
Yeah, just a couple of steps. So a good call by the officials as they get it right.
Right idea.
Now in the corner as they battle here. Reifenberger comes away with the puck with speed through center. Reifenberger sends one on just off the glove of Husett. Heavy hit on the half wall there as Breezy did a nice job taking the hit and holding the zone. Now Reifenberger, top of the circle, sends one on. Husett holds on through traffic. A nice save by the netminder for the Titans.
Yeah, Hill starting to turn up the pressure a little bit here, Jeb. They've had some big opportunities, but like we've been saying all night, Husett up to the task.
He's been solid thus far. Face-off comes to the left of Husett. Lindahl wins the draw for the Titans. Played up through center. Acker tips it in, and Lindahl gives chase. Ringed around and unable to hold the zone was Connor Brass. Now Reddy sends it up through center. Lindahl's pass off the mark for Reddy. Now Reddy taps it in. Acker hard into the zone, played up off the wall, held in nicely by Brass. Brass that takes the trip there, draws the penalty. We'll see our first look at the Titans power play with just under 9 minutes left to play here in the second period.
Take another peek. You hear he gets those blade wrapped under the skates, and they're going to call that one every time, Jeb. No brainer.
Yeah.
Now let's not forget Hill had 4 shorthanded goals against White Bear a few weeks back. Maybe that'll be their magic ingredient here, but a big opportunity for the Titans as well.
Just under 9 minutes left to play here in the second period. We'll get our first look at the Titans power play. It's made up of primarily their first line with Acker, Lindahl, and Reddy, with Brass and Poganski at the points. Poganski able to hold momentarily, and now it's knocked away by the Pioneers. Brass has to play it through center, and now Reddy with speed gains the zone. Reddy sends it cross into the corner. Acker does a nice job holding the zone. Reddy tries to play it back to Brass. Miscommunication, and Connor Brass has to come back the length of the ice to get things set up.
Yeah, blind pass there. You don't want to be doing that, especially on that power play in the offensive zone.
Sent cross ice over to Brass. Brass gains the zone, looks to leave. Tried to leave it for turnover here. And there's that Pioneer penalty kill.
There's that magic ingredient we talked about, Jebber, and what a beauty on that move.
Dylan Mills capitalizes for the Pioneers.
That was awfully pretty, as we'll get another look at Imagine here. Just a fantastic individual effort, poking it away. That was the forehand triple deke, and says goodnight. And Husett, that puzzle finally solved, and Hill's up 1-0, Jeb.
Nothing you could do there if you're Julius Husett, as Mills puts on the moves, and the Pioneers jump out to an early 1-0 lead here halfway through the second period on the Titans power play nevertheless. Still less than a minute left to play here in the Titan power play as they look to answer here as Pioneers take a 1-0 lead on the stick of Dylan Mills. Shot sent in, steered aside by Egger. Now Titans regain possession. Puck down into the corner. Played up. Top of the key sent just wide of the net. Now Hartzall with the puck. He sends it up top. It's sent into the corner for the Titans. Shot right on. Egger with the save. Husett has to drop to a knee as the clearing attempt came all the way down on him. Titans look to regain. Now up through center, puck's tipped away. Turnover again here by the Titans, deep in their zone. Rinaldo.
A lot of stick work there, Jeb.
Up through center, tipped aside there, and now bounced around a little bit here. Titans will be offside. Now with speed comes Petronik for the Pioneers, has the puck knocked off his stick. And back the other way is Reether for the Titans, unable to gain the zone. As Rinaldo, this is Helgelson. No call on the big hit out of the corner, and that one's bounced around and catches the netting with a quick stoppage in play.
The second period really ramped up on the intensity, Jeb. A lot of big hits both ways.
That there has been, as you can hear some of the Pioneer fan base not too happy thus far. Felt there should have been a penalty called on the most recent hit. Nevertheless, play goes on. Titans win the draw They try to break out here through center with speed. Lindahl sends it deep and gives chase. Lindahl and Breezy hard behind the net. Lindahl looks to leave for Reddy. And now Acker into the corner. The net knocked off the morning, so quick whistle there.
See if the Titans have an answer for that shorty from the Pioneers. They're still right in this game, Jeb. 9-9 on shots. This has been a pretty back and forth game to this point.
It certainly has. Both netminders have been solid thus far. It's the lone goal by Dylan Mills, all alone, and he capitalized against Julius Husset.
That was a beauty.
Face-off comes to the right of Egger. Reifenberger draws one by the Titans. They send it deep. Now Henderson battles in the corner. Puck's turned over, back the other way for the Pioneers with speed is Betty. Betty hard into the zone. Brass takes him down. Unable to get a shot on it, and Huset's able to hang on.
Hill turning up that pressure dial a little bit here, Jeb, and Huset covering that one up before any more damage could take place there from the Pioneers.
Face-off will come to the right of Huset. They take another look at that most recent opportunity.
Rolling around in front, just couldn't get a handle.
Face-offs won by the Titans, played back behind the net. Pioneers quickly on it. He's out of the corner and unable to get a shot off. Turned over there, now Reddy over to Acker. Acker into the zone. Acker fires right on. Egger with the save. Now back with speed the other way is Boblitz. Good defensive play by the Titans to break that one up. Bounced around, offside, so the Titans will have to tag. Back to play it is Ryan for the Pioneers. Tapped in there by Yo. Now sent, wrapped around. Acker on the half wall. Now Lindahl. His pass is all the way out of the zone. Opportunity here as Acker looks to make a move. Unable to get around Ryan. It's a good look there. Now Lindahl makes a move. Shot right on. And a great opportunity again for Acker, but may have ran out a little bit of gas there towards the tail end of that shift.
He certainly did. Egger up to the task though, and no rebound because they had another guy waiting for the Titans. So big stop in tight, no rebound for Egger, and they'll set up on the right side of the Titans offensive zone.
Face off now by Betts and Reifenberger, couple of double deuces. It's one there by Reifenberger. Brock
Beautiful
Bramer,
breakout.
2-on-1. Bramer sends it over. Reifenberger able to make the save. Great opportunity for the Pioneers. And Huset read it beautifully.
And just getting over to shut down that big opportunity. That's by far, I think, Huset's biggest save of the game. You take another peek, he gets that puck over. And Huset there.
Slightly out of the reach by Bramer, otherwise that might have been a bang-bang 2-0 Pioneers. Instead, it's 1-0 by the Pioneers. Shot from the point right on. Huset able to make the save through traffic. Another good look there and a good heavy shot by David Quast. Julius Huset able to hold.
Yeah, they had some good screening in front there, Jeb, but good positioning by Huset there. And gobbles up that rebound.
Now Bramer sends it back to Quast. Quast holds the zone. And now it's played through center. Now the Titans battling here through the neutral zone. And sent all the way over. Far side, now Dylan Mills, game's only goal scorer. It's a defender off his feet. Left there, Huset with a huge save. Spot on there as a point-blank shot by Reifenberger is kicked to the side. Titans gain the zone, but need to change. Mills on the half wall, battles there. And now back to play it is Petronik. Sends it down low for Quast. Quast up the half wall. Mills kicks it ahead. 2-on-1 for the Pioneers. Reifenberger. Bramer just off the mark. Bramer unable to get a handle on it. Puck sent back to the point. Breezy's there. Sent in. Steered aside again by Husett. Now the Titans able to clear the zone. Good job there gaining possession for the Titans. And the puck's knocked up and out of play. We'll have a quick stoppage here.
Well, certainly turned up the intensity from the Pioneers, Jeb, and Husett's had to be on his head these last few minutes, and he's been just that. Couple big save, point blank on that feed from Mills to Reifenberger, keeping this a tight 1-0 game.
Absolutely, giving the Titans certainly a shot at this one, holding them in it. Shot here is steered aside, never made its way in on Egger. Now in the corner, taken there hard, a good defensive play. And Ronaldo through center for the Pioneers, makes a move. And Helgeson tries to center. It's kicked out. Titans unable to clear the zone. Held in there nicely by Neubauer. Breezy sends it low. Out front, shot right on. Husett again with the pad save. Back to the point. Sontag holds the zone. Now Ronaldo tries to center. Puck's bounced around and Husett able to jump on it and get the whistle.
Well, you said it, Jeb. Another big opportunity there, and Hill doing a great job holding that zone. You see them coming way down in to keep that puck and keep that pressure on. I think they can kind of feel it coming. They're bound to pop another one in if they can keep this up here. But Husett, he's been brilliant thus far.
2:18 left to play here in the second period. Pioneers lead it 1-0 on a goal by Dylan Mills on the penalty kill. Big hit here right in front of us. As both players exchange some words. Now through center, it's tipped there.
I don't think he said Merry Christmas there, Jeff.
Lindahl and Reddy battle there. Pioneers play it up. Reddy touches up. Back to play it is Toll. 2-on-1 again. Shot right on under the legs of Husett, but couldn't find the back of the net. Back the other way. Big heavy hit thrown on the half wall by Nath.
Can't tell there, Jeb. That one might have hit the post. Looked like it slid underneath Husett. But somehow not into the back of the twine. And a big opportunity for the Titans there. And Egger up to the task.
Reddy with the wraparound. Egger able to make the save. Let's take a look at the most recent 2-on-1. As Emmett Nath sends one through the 5-hole. I think you're right, Luke. Looked like it caught the far post.
Certainly did.
A close call for the Pioneers, but it remains a 1-0 hockey game. Sent back to the point, unable to make its way onto Egger. Pioneers come back 3-on-2. Good hip check thrown there. Out front, right on, never made its way in on Husett. Bounced around, Reifenberger sends one, tipped out front. Now Mills has it knocked away by Vitruba on the half wall. Hard after it is Betts as he sends it through center. And now the Titans send one on. It's saved by Egger. Down into the corner here is Bolin. And Egger is able to glove and hold on for the whistle.
Well, he's looked mighty comfortable tonight, Jeb. Egger has. Very well positioned, not giving out the rebounds, and he has been on cue. He's been a big boost for this Pioneers team.
Head coach Steve Romnichuk goes back to his first line as Lindahl will take the draw for the Titans. He's able to win it. Sends it back. It's sent right on. Bounced around out front, and Egger was able to knock it into the corner. Half a minute left to play here in the second period. Ronaldo for the Pioneers gains the zone. Able to knock off the puck is the Titans defense. Puck comes all the way back through center. And now sent in. Back to play it is Thompson for the Titans. Thompson through center, just off the tape of Reddy. 10 seconds left to play as Reddy ties up in the corner with Petronic. And that'll just about do it for our second period.
Pretty good period of hockey there, Jeb. A lot of intensity. It certainly picked up on both sides. Hill with a lot of opportunities. Titans had a few at the end there. And after 2, we got a 1-0 lead for the visiting Pioneers.
So we'll be back after this. The Pioneers lead at 1-0 on a goal by Dylan Mills. Our third period's next.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow.
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Cook.
Fire in the hole!
And chill.
We chipmunks are notoriously tidy.
Check your steps. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
Now welcome back as we get set to start our third period here. The Pioneers lead it by a score of 1-0 on a goal by Dylan Mills here, Luke.
Oh, a beautiful shorthanded effort there by Dylan Mills as we take another peek here. Forehand to backhand, and he just fools the goaltender there and puts Hill up 1-0. Another big opportunity here as they squeaked that one under Husett, but right off the post as we get another good peek at it. And just to the right, and that's going to keep it a 1-0 game. A lot of intensity in that second period, Jeff.
That it was a very back and forth end-to-end action there from both sides as they just about doubled the shots compared to the first period. And both teams were kind of getting a feel for each other, but the netminders definitely had to come to play there as the second period was quite electric offensively for both squads.
It certainly was. I've been impressed thus far by both teams, Jeb. And we got a 1-0 game, early conference like we talked about. And you can tell both teams showed up to play here. And we got a real barn burner cooking with a third period left to go.
As we get set to start here, you take a look at the netminder, Husett, who's been solid.
He's made some big ones.
And they get underway, ready right off the bat. Acker sends one on just wide of the net.
Well, Reddy was ready early there, huh?
Now Reifenberger for the Pioneers has his pass tipped away and now sent up, held into the zone there by Connor Brass. Now Acker from the half wall tries to send it in deep. Reddy back behind the net is stripped by Reifenberger. Now Reifenberger ahead to Bremer. Bremer tried to center through the crease, but no one there for the Pioneers. Peterson down into the corner now, tries to center, puck's deflected there. Now Bremer on the half wall, and he leaves for Peterson. Peterson tries to go low out of the reach for Mills, but now Bremer on the half wall. Up top, Ryan sends one in, saved there by Husett. And an opportunity here the other way as Lindahl puts on the brakes, sends one in, tipped out front by Acker, and a good save there by Egger. Shot right on, never made its way as Peterson got in the way. Good defensive play there as Mills tried to free Reifenberger.
Well, that looked like they were going to have a 3-on-1 there, Jeb, but a good defensive play to break up that opportunity by the Titans.
Now Betts on the half wall here. Sends it low. Breezy plays it around. And it's held in there nicely by Reither. And now sent down around by Bolin. Up to the top. Titans shot right on, but wide of the net. Held in there nicely. Tipped out front. Titans come out with an early jump here. Early on, third period. Now back the other way for the Pioneers. Hegelson with speed, loses an edge. Now the Titans send it around. Over to play it is in Ware. Back behind his own net is Poganski as he's knocked off the puck. Now Bolin through center. Sent in by Breezy as the Pioneers change. And back to play it again is Bokanski. All the way around, and Ware through center. 2-on-2 for the Titans. They gain the zone. It's sent in wide of the net. Back to play it is Bolin. Bolin leaves it there for Hartzell. Hartzell tries to center. It's steered away. Now Bolin in the corner. He's met up there by Quast. And now sent back down and around. And Schomer from the corner. Pioneers play it out. Neubauer through center. Sends it in. Rinaldo gives chase, but just out of the reach. Icing called on the Pioneers. The faceoff will come to the right of Egger.
Now a little too much on that pass. Icing, and Titans with another big offensive zone faceoff, Jeb. These are going to be key in the final 14 minutes here.
You said it. Faceoff comes to the right of Egger. It's won by the Pioneers. Peterson back behind his own net. Up through center. Titans are there to play. Now puck's picked off there by Bauman. Now Peterson. Puck sent down. Icing waved off. Back to play it is Toll. Sent around by Thompson. Now held in nicely by Ryan for the Pioneers. Yo out of the corner, unable to hold on. The puck stripped away out front, tapped out front, and another huge save by Husett, who's been solid all night tonight.
That was another big one. Right idea as we take another look. Yo gets it out in one-timer. Husett right there to shut it down. A big opportunity there by Joey Bauman on the feed from Yo. Nothing doing for the Pioneers.
Faceoff comes to the right of Husett. As Reifenberger and Lindahl tie up. Lindahl wins the draw. Back behind the net. Brass through center. Lindahl up ahead. Ready. Tries to center to Lindahl, just out of the reach. A good opportunity there.
A heck of a breakout.
Brass shoots it wide of the net. Able to hold the zone is Vitruba. Now Reifenberger for the Pioneers with speed. Reifenberger's shot deflected into the corner. Brock Bremmer's there as he takes a hit by Vitruba. Now the Titans play it through center. Ready leaves for Acker. He's knocked off the puck. Now Acker from the half wall has his shot deflected. And back to play it for the Pioneers is Sontag as he gains the zone. Sends it in deep. Brass from behind his own net leaves it there for Vitruba. And now Reddy plays through center. Held in by Sontag. And now Connor Brass back to play. Sent right back in by Nath for the Pioneers. Vitruba sends it up through the neutral. Knocked down there. Puck's played with a hand pass, so face-off will come in the zone. Offensive face-off for the Titans.
Not really sure on that one, Jeb. Looked like he just kind of blocked it with his chest there and moved it up the ice. But nevertheless, I'm going to call a hand pass, and this is another big face-off in the Tartan offensive zone.
Then in Ware for the Titans wins the draw. The puck's tied up in the corner. Nick Bolin gives chase.
And Hill's done a real nice job winning those draws back and controlling it. Another opportunity here, but going to be just out of the reach of Anthony Betty, and Husett holds on.
Good opportunity for the Pioneers, just a little out of the reach like you touched on, Luke. 11:52 left to play here, third period. Pioneers lead it 1-0 on a goal by Dylan Mills. But Husett has been the story tonight for the Titans as he has faced a plethora of shots and managed to stop all but one. That's the difference thus far.
Certainly made some big ones, and certainly no fault of his own on that beautiful shorthander from Mills that we've seen a couple times now.
Poganski from behind his own net for the Titans looks to break out. He comes through center, sends it into the corner. Back to play it for the Pioneers is Petronik. And now onto the stick of Emmett Nath. Nath sends it in. The Pioneers will change. Poganski back to play it. Up the half wall. Now he clears the zone. Turned over there, and now Rinaldo for the Pioneers gains the zone. Rinaldo, top of the circle, fires, and Husett is there to make the save. Sent around, hit the official. Now Acker plays it on the half wall. Unable to clear the zone. Rinaldo again fires just wide of the net. Held in by the Pioneers. From the corner, Neubauer. Odd angle shot, easily held on by Husett. The faceoff will come just to the right.
Probably a good play by Husett there, getting the whistle. Hill Murray with some good offense there as we take another look at that prior save by Husett. Point blank from Reifenberger. And stoned him there. Actually, excuse me, that was Rinaldo. Point blank opportunity for the Pioneers.
Sent back to the point now. It's sent in, tipped out front, bounced around, but now cleared over to the corner. And then after it is Yo for the Pioneers. He centers. This comes all the way back down. Egger plays it. Back behind his own net now is Ryan as he leaves it there for Peterson. And up ahead, this one will go for icing against the Pioneers. .10-12 left to play in the third period. The Titans looking for a goal here to tie it up at 1. And their fan base certainly looking for something to cheer about.
They're getting antsy here, Jeb. Just over 10 to go and haven't been able to solve Egger. He's been very good and a huge opportunity there, but just tipped wide.
Nice shot right on. Lindahl got a stick on it, but just wide of the net. Ready back to play it. Peterson's pass deflects. Now just off the mark here. Bramer gives chase. Played there. Hauled down. No call on the play. Puck sent out front. Now deflected up into the netting. I think the Titans fan base wanted a call on Bramer there as he was all over Acker. As C.J. Acker entered the zone. Take another look here.
Pretty tough to tell. Looks like they're both competing for the puck here, Jeb. Bremer's getting in, and Acker comes back at him, and you know, what do you do? His feet get tied up. I think right non-call there. Letting them play, which we like to see.
Sent in by Sontag. Brass goes back to play it out of his own corner. Turned over there. Mills has it knocked off his stick. Now back to the point. Shot right on and a blocker save by Husett. Now Brass again from the corner. 3 Pioneers on him. And back to play it is Vitruba for the Titans. Up through center. Lindahl onto the tape of Reddy. Reddy sends one just wide of the net. And Mills from the half wall. Headmans to Bramer, back to Mills. Mills into the corner, puts on the brakes. Tries to go low. And now we've got a penalty called on the Titans as C.J. Acker is called for slashing.
Big opportunity for the Pioneers here.
We'll see the Pioneers power play yet again with just under 9 minutes left to play here in the third period. Tartan Arena. I'm Jeb Brand along with Luke Howard. Great game tonight, some back and forth action thus far. The Pioneers lead it by a score of 1-0.
Special teams have been a factor.
Face-offs won by the Pioneers. Breezy tries to go back door just out of the reach. Titans able to clear, and now back to play it is Breezy onto the tape of Petronik through center. Helgeson has it knocked off his stick, and the Titans clear. Now Breezy, rink wide. Petronik will send it in hard and around. Pioneers on the puck. And after it now is Neubauer from the corner. Helgeson up top. Petronik sends one in that's steered aside. Petronic to Breezy. Back to Petronic. Petronic tries to go low for Newpower, but it was tipped away by the Titans. Now tied up nicely here by Poganski. Now Helgeson on the half wall. Newpower around the net. And up top to Breezy. Breezy sends one in, tipped around, and Husette's able to make the save. Petronic holds the zone. Helgeson on the half wall, plays catch with Rinaldo. Back to Helgeson, low, tries to center for Rinaldo. Titans able to clear. Both sides will get fresh skaters. Nice puck movement by the Pioneers, but a good job of shutting them down by the Titans.
And certainly a big opportunity there if that could have got through to Rinaldo, but good defensive play by the Titans, clearing that out of there before any damage could be done on that power play.
Vietruba sends it the length of the ice. Egger has to stop it behind the net. Now Reifenberger from his own end with speed. Reifenberger shot just wide of the net, comes all the way around. Peterson is there to hold. Sends it down low, just off the stick of Mills. And now Brass sends it out through center, and back to play it is Ryan for the Pioneers. Titans are back to full strength. They've had 2 penalty kills tonight, able to manage to kill off both of them. The only goal for the Pioneers coming on the power play for the Titans. Far side, 2-on-1 for the Titans, unable to get around Peterson, was ready, and that's been a good battle all night tonight, Luke.
Well, Peterson's been fantastic on that blue line for the Pioneers. He's logged quite a few minutes tonight.
Lindahl from the corner sends it back for Toll. And now Toll out of his own end tries to go rink wide. And this one will go for icing against the Titans.
A little misfire on that one. It's going to be coming back down into the Pioneers' offensive zone. Not what you want if you're the Titans with just over 6 to go, Jeff.
A near miss there as Nate Reddy had the puck on his stick, but Austin Peterson has been solid tonight as those two have done battle, and Peterson has gotten the better of them thus far tonight. Puck comes out. Pioneers are going to have to take up to stay on side. The Titans send it in deep. Hard after it. Behind his own net is Breezy with speed. Breezy takes a big hit. Now Steinberg sends it up through neutral. And Breezy plays catch there with Sontag. Just off the mark. He's back in his own end now is Toll. Toll leaves it there for Thompson. Thompson tries to go to Steinberg, but it's just out of the reach. Now sent into the corner, back to play it is Poganski. He rings it around onto the stick of Hartzell. Hartzell unable to clear. Pioneers out front. It's tipped away nicely by Poganski. Petronic through center. Titans regain possession now. Up through center, this is Bolin. Bolin with some speed down into the corner. Bolin tied up on the half wall by Petronic, comes away with the puck. Now Nick Bolin from the circle out front, shot right on. And held on there by Egger. Puck bounces around momentarily, eventually covered up. A good opportunity there, Luke.
And that puck was lying there for a good 2-3 seconds, and Egger was just able to pull that one in, but a big opportunity for the Titans and a nice stop by Egger. He's been there all night, Jeb.
Nice setup there by Nick Bolin as he had possessed the puck for quite some time and was able to find his teammate out front for the good look. Egger was there to make a save as this one trickles in on him.
Yeah, and real big, really, that he was able to grab that puck, Jeb, because that was dangerously close to being covered in the crease. We've seen that before with, maybe a late penalty shot called. So very fortunate and well done by the young netminder for the Pioneers.
4:43 left to play here in the third period. Pioneers lead it by 1. The Titans looking to answer. Big hit in the corner. Bolin tries to go backdoor for Betts, just out of the reach. This line's been solid here. This last rush held in there. Now Bolin on the half wall. As him and Helgeson battle. Turned over there, and Ware sends it in, and it's tipped up and around, over the net. Poganski holds the zone for the Titans. And now turned over there, back the other way. Rinaldo for the Pioneers. Is Bolin with a beautiful defensive play towards the tail end of his shift. Now Bolin and Rinaldo battle. They come up through center. And Ryan on the half wall has it turned over there. Opportunity for the Titans, and unable to get a shot off was Benin Ware. Good look there. Now Lindahl from the corner sends it back. Poganski holds off, shot right on, tipped wide of the net. Now Ryan will send it around. This one will go the length of the ice for icing. Some late chances here by the Titans, but unable to capitalize thus far.
They've turned up the heat, and you gotta wonder with 3.5 to go, Jeb. Titans might be looking to pull the goaltender and get an extra man out there, especially in the offensive zone here.
They go back to their first line as Lindahl, who's been solid tonight, will take the draw against Bramer. Just to the right of Egger.
Fans ramping it up for the home Titans here. See if they can't spark a goal for the hometown team.
Unable to hold the zone. Acker's back to play. He sends it back to Brass. Vitruba lost his footing there. Pioneers play it through center. Now Acker has it knocked off his stick. Lindahl and Reifenberger battle. Up through center, tipped in by Mills. Now turned back around. Lindahl ready in the corner. Sontag laid a heavy hit there. Brass holds the zone. Acker through center, no one home. Bremer able to play it up. Vitruba unable to hold the zone. And now Sontag back for the Pioneers. Pass is intercepted. This is Ready with speed, shot right on, and Egger is able to make the save.
Another outside opportunity there. And Egger with an easy glove save, hanging on. And we're really coming down to the wire in what's been a fantastic game thus far, Jeb.
Certainly has. The Titans have really turned it up here late in the third period as they trail 1-0 on a shorthanded goal by Dylan Mills for the Pioneers. Face off to the left of Egger. Pioneers able to clear through center. Hard after the puck is Betty. Down around the net. No call on the play there as Betty was upended. Stripes are letting them play, Luke.
They certainly are. Looked like he could have called a hook on that, but 2 minutes to go. They're going to let them play unless it's extremely blatant.
Absolutely. Titans through center here, just out of the off the mark. Now through center, the hand pass is waved off as the Titans touch up. Now they gain the zone. 2 minutes left to play. Turned over there and back the other way is Petronik for the Pioneers. Sent right on and easily held.
Yeah, I think if you're Husett, you got to play that.
Yeah, they're asking them to play
keep
on.
that puck moving.
Husett doesn't like the fact that they needed to play on because now the Pioneers have gained possession of the zone. Out of the end there, unable to hold on. The puck comes out through center and the Pioneers regain. Petronik sends it in to the corner. Back to play it is Poganski for the Titans. It's turned over here. And now the Pioneers just looking to chew away at the clock as the Titans need to regain possession in Hill Murray's zone. Back the other way, the Titans through center on the stick of Reddy. He's got Acker break into the net. Shot is knocked off by Peterson. Acker tries to center, loses the handle all the way back. Just out of the reach for Bolin. Husett has left the ice. 6 man aside for the Titans. 43 seconds left to play. Peterson has it knocked off his stick. Now Acker through center, and they're in offside. A tough break for the Titans as they had numbers.
They got the extra attacker out there, Jeb. This is going to be a frantic final 38.5 seconds, I'd imagine.
Absolutely. Coming down to the wire here. Looks like head coach Steve Romachuk may have elected for, well, I thought he had asked for a timeout, but apparently not.
And we are going to indeed have a timeout here by the home Titans. See if they can't cook something up here for a late goal. And
so a quick timeout here, folks. We want to remind you, we've got Sports Path on location TV 19 every other Wednesday live at 7 p.m. where we recap some of the greatest highlights, interviews, and much more from the weeks ahead. That's Sports Path every other Wednesday live at 7 on Channel 19.
a lot of good stuff on there. Highlights, interviews, and some prize giveaways, Jeb. So invite you all to tune in and enjoy the show.
Absolutely. I heard you were maybe going to be hosting Sports Path coming up here soon. So,
you know, we could be here. We got some fans enjoying the game behind us here.
It's been a good one tonight. The Pioneers and the Titans. Back and forth action all night. Pioneers lead at 1-0 here. 38 seconds left on the clock. Titans have elected to pull their netminder for the extra skater. We'll see if they can gain the zone.
Well, this faceoff is massive, Jeb.
You know, Luke, if I'm head coach Steve Romachuk, I think I actually throw my netminder in here until they gain possession, because the Pioneers win the draw.
It's a fine line you gamble with here.
And nevertheless, they decide to gamble. Acker hard in it. Mills from behind his own net. Acker battles there onto the stick of Lindahl. All the way back to Brass. Far side, sent in, tipped out front, and a huge save.
Wow.
By Egger. Couldn't have asked for much more there, Luke.
Well, brilliant tip on the redirect from the point. And Egger just standing on his head late in this third period. He's been fantastic, Job.
Reither threw one on, and it was tipped out front, and you said it, Luke. Egger was there to make the save. Now the Titans able to hold the zone. Bouncing pucks knocked around. Lindahl now, 15 seconds left to play on the half wall. Reither sends one in. Again, it's tipped up and into the netting. Faceoff will remain inside. As the Hill Murray fan base was looking for a penalty there on Lindahl, but
Bremer was down on that. Looks like he's back up and all right, but he was down for a little while there, Jeb. Looked like he might have been dinged up.
Faceoff comes to the right of Egger. Lindahl, Bremer wins it for the Pioneers. 8 seconds left to play. Puck into the corner. Held up there as they battle for it. Now ready out front. Unable to get a shot off, and the time.
That'll do it, Jebber.
So the Pioneers come in to town and escape with a 1-0 lead on a goal by Dylan Mills.
Back-to-back heartbreakers for the Titans, losing a tight one to St. Thomas, 2-1 last out, and 1-0 here. So heck of a game, Jeb.
That it was. 1-0. The Pioneers win it. We'll be back after this. And welcome back as the Pioneers come into town and leave with a 1-0 victory over the Titans on the lone goal scored by sophomore forward number 15, Dylan Mills. You see it there on the penalty kill. All alone with a beautiful stick handling move to beat the goaltender. We've got our own Luke Howitt standing by with Dylan Mills. Luke?
Thanks, Jeb. I am here with Dylan Mills, the game-winning and only goal tonight on the short-handed end of things. Dylan, what has made you guys so successful, especially short-handed of late? You guys have had quite a few tallies on the penalty kill.
Yeah, we've been working a lot of special teams and practicing, trying to perfect it. So we've been practicing hard and doing our best.
Very good. Well, it was a beautiful goal in a victorious 1-0 Titans. They've played you very tough, especially here. What What gives you guys some difficulty with Tartan here in Oakdale?
They always come hard to play here. It's a tough place to play. They always come out grinding, always forechecking and everything. So we just had to keep it easy, stick to our game, and not do anything Hollywood or fancy.
Jack Egger with the shutout tonight. How big was he for you guys to get this W?
Yeah, he was obviously huge part of the win tonight. He played unbelievable. He's a very skilled athlete and does well at everything he does.
All right, well, we're joined there by Dylan Mills, who had the game-winning goal shorthanded in a victorious 1-0 Hill Murray Pioneers. Pitching the shutout was John Egger, and we'll send it back up to Jeb Brand. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
And thanks, Luke, and a special thanks to the sophomore forward, Dylan Mills, for spending some time to chat with us. The Pioneers victorious tonight in a 1-0 finish here from Tartan Arena. From all of us at TV 19, from Luke Howitt, I'm Jeb Brand. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.